And today, you know who I am, Randall-Sytsma. And today, I got me here a book I'm going to read. I'm going to read well, not the whole thing. I'm going to read you a story. But before I do that, I want to give a little shout out to this guy called Catchments. Well, he changed his name. It used to be Energizer Myth TM. And I want to say thank you for the shout out, bro, in your newest video for Get Out of Hell. I say thank you for that, absolutely, from the bottom of my heart. Thanks. And I want to show you that I finally got the game. See? And I'm going to be playing this a lot more. And dude, thank you for the shout out. When I play this, I'm going to be thinking of you. And I'm going to give you a couple more shout outs for this too. When I play it. If I do any gameplay. And just thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're awesome, bro. If you read your comment in that vid, I said thanks for the shout out. I appreciate it. And I'll continue to help you if you need any. Alright, bro? Alright. Thanks. So let's get to this story. I'm going to start with the first one. And then I'll upload some more vids for this. So I'll show you the cover. This is called Haunted Houses U.S.A. It's written by Dolores Rico and Joan Bingham. And there it is. The reason I got electrical tape here, still just falling apart. As you can see, I want to keep the cover on. So let's start off with the first story. Real quick. Okay, let's get to it. Just a minute. It's gonna take a while to get to it. Okay. Let's see. Come on. Okay. Oh. That's not the story. Oh, I guess this is the first one right here. Okay. This is, I'm not going to label it in chapters. I'm just going to read you it by the story, okay? Let's see. A ghost is a... I got to skip that. This is an introduction. That's too long. Here we go. We're on the Pacific Coast right now. Gotta work through. Okay. First one is the Whaley house. Okay. Whaley house has become the most haunted house in California, as it was called by Richard L. Sennett, who investigates reports of the paranormal on the West Coast, because encountering a supernatural manifest at the Whaley house is such a frequent occurrence. Many well-known mediums and psychic investigators, as well as amateur ghostbusters, have visited it. The haunted historic mansion has been written up in books and articles and has been the subject of TV shows. Witnesses and spiritualists have described numerous entities roaming throughout the two-story brick edifice. A small, swarthy woman wearing gold hoops in her ears, a spotted dog like a fox terrier running down the hall, a woman in a green gingham dress seated on a settee in the bedroom, a gentleman in a frock coat and pantaloons in the upstairs hall. A baby in the nursery who can be heard crying and whose cradle rocks madly from time to time. A woman singing Home Again and strains of music from the closed organ in the annex. A group of dignitaries having a heated discussion. A 7-year-old girl with red hair who described via raps for fellow ghosts, an assortment of poltergeists responsible for a rotating chandelier. A swinging meat cleaver, a heavy chain lifting and waving, windows opening and closing, even after being bolted, burglar alarms being set off, and enough blasts of icy wind to keep a windmill running full tilt. A palpable mess on the ninth step of the stairway. The ghost of Mrs. Whaley, the builder's wife, walking about the rooms, carrying a candle and checking windows and locks. And of course, Yankee Jim Robinson, returning to protect his trial and execution on the Whaley House grounds. Oh, this is a long story. I may have to do many different parts of this. Wait, did I just skip something? Oh. With so much going on at the Whaley House, that spot of earth in California must be a portal to the past, a sort of time warp where moments of history come through the present are replayed for a living audience. Thomas Whaley came to San Diego aboard the schooner Sutton during the gold rush, a hazardous voyage around Cape Horn that took nearly 6 months. He went into business often more profitable. Took nearly 6 months. Oh, I was right there. Often more profitable than searching for gold. And in 2 years, went back east to get married. He brought his wife Anna Eloise de Lanai to San Diego and commissioned the building of their home, which was completed in 1857. The hanging of Yankee Jim had taken place on this same property in 1852. Although roomy, for the Whaley House doesn't look very grand by today's standards, but in its time, the residence was one of the most elegant in Southern California, and soon became the center of San Diego's social life. There was an annex to the first floor, which was leased to the county as a courthouse in 1869. The last of the Whaley family to live in the house was Coronan Lillian Whaley, the youngest of Thomas's 6 children. In the later years of her life, Lillian, as she was called, never went upstairs in the mansion, even to sleep. In the letter found among her papers, She said that there was a force in the upper rooms that did not want her presence. Friends of Lillian confirmed some of this when they called on the old lady and sat with her in the parlor. They heard heavy footsteps over their heads, although no one was up there. Lillian said the ghost in her house was Yankee Jim. She certainly did not associate these frightening manifestations with her mother and father. Others came up with the theory after her death in 1953. She was 89 years old. Okay, so this story is long, so I'm going to have to break this off into pieces. So I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to do part 2 tomorrow. So if you want some more of this story, just tune in tomorrow and I'll read it. Well, I'm going to read it anyways, but just tune in tomorrow and we'll finish it. And until that time, keep having those social media demons. And I'll see y'all in the next vid. Peace.